After a 14-point win by the Celtics in Game 2 and a 24-point blowout by the Bucks in Game 3, Boston and Milwaukee tightened things up in an exciting Game 4. The Celtics mounted a furious comeback in the second half after trailing by as many as 20 points in the third quarter. The Bucks refused to go down quietly, though, doing just enough to even the first-round series at 2-2. Here are 3 takeaways from a wild Game 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo is an absolute force. The Greek Freak finished with 27 points, 7 rebounds and 5 assists, but he truly shined like an MVP candidate in a huge fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo scored 9 points in the final frame on 4 of 6 shooting, including the game-winning tip-in with only 5.1 seconds left on the clock. That finish came only a few minutes after Antetokounmpo dropped the hammer on Celtics center Al Horford. The emphatic slam pushed Milwaukee's lead back to 7 at a crucial moment in the game. Antetokounmpo is easily the best player in this series, and he proved it with the series hanging in the balance. He is the type of talent capable of carrying his team to the next round. We will soon find out what he has left in the tank. Not enough Al Horford for the Celtics. Boston's all-star center is the only front-court threat on the roster who knows how to punish Milwaukee for switching on defense. He can't take smaller defenders in the post while also spacing bigs out to the three-point line to create driving lanes. However, the Celtics failed to incorporate Horford into the offense early in Game 4, and that put them in a huge hole. Horford had only 4 points on 4 field goal attempts and no free throws in the first half with a plus-minus of -8. That completely changed in the second half, as Horford scored 9 points and dished out 3 assists, finishing at +11 in the last 2 quarters. Horford isn't the kind of player who should eat up possessions in isolation, but he is useful in post-ups and dribble handoffs. The Celtics can't ignore Horford, or they will find themselves staring at another deficit. Young guys on both sides making strides. Jaylen Brown exploded for a game-high 34 points, including multiple clutch three-pointers throughout the game to keep the Celtics within shouting distance. Rookie Jason Tatum added 21 points of his own and seems largely unfazed by the magnitude of the moment. On the Bucks side, Jabari Parker has recovered nicely after struggling in Games 1 and 2. He scored 16 points off the bench, but even more noteworthy, he snagged a couple steals and blocked 3 shots. That's the first time Parker has hit 2 steals and 3 blocks in the box score in his pro career. Defense certainly wasn't his calling card coming out of Duke, but Parker showed what he could look like on that end if he stays engaged. Brown, Tatum and Parker are all under 24 years old and still learning how to develop their games in a playoff atmosphere. If this series is a sign of things to come, both the Celtics and Bucks will be happy with their future outlooks.